I'm so sorry for this awful lip job here. It's because this was my first time using the NYX Intense Butter Gloss. It's so hard to use, girl, let me tell you. Okay, if you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. So I always start off with my eyebrows. I always fill them in so that I have my basics down. You can watch my video on my eyebrow routine. I'll link it down below, and I also will put a card in. You can click on the little eye. I put concealer on my lids to hide all my veins because my eye is super veiny, and I just blend that in with a beauty blender. I set that with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just use the puff to put the translucent powder all over my eyes. I then take my F20 from Sigma to brush away all the excess powder from my eyes and from the rest of my face that may have fallen. I then take the color Mocha from the Chocolate Bonbons palette and my E25 from Sigma, place that on my brush, and I use that as a transition shade on my crease area. I really blend that in so that I don't have any harsh lines. I then take my E35 and I just blend even more with this brush. This brush is a little bit better to just get a nice smooth blend. I then take the color Faint from the Naked Basics with the E25 and I put that only on my crease. This is a little bit darker brown than Mocha, so it gives a nice gradient effect. I take the color Grave with an E45 brush and I just put that on the outer V of my eye to give my eye a little bit more definition. I take the color Foxy on an E55 brush and I just put that on my brow bone for a nice highlight. I move my brush a little bit downward so that it blends in with the transition color. I take my ink liner, but I don't use the applicator. I use the E10 brush by Sigma, and I just get a nice straight line. I did a nice wing to complement the look. If you guys want a tutorial on how I do my eyeliner, because I didn't really capture it well here, I will do one. I then move on to foundation, and I use the Born This Way foundation in Porcelain. I squeeze it out on my metal tray, like 3 pumps or so, and then I blend it in with my beauty blender. I use the black one because it's a little bit softer. If you guys want me to do a foundation routine because I did speed it up here, I will do one as well. I take my Laura Mercier powder and I powder the places where I get creases easily. So where my smile, I put the powder there immediately so that I don't crease. I take my Naked Skin concealer in Fair Neutral and I put it underneath my eyes to highlight and to also cover my dark circles. I blend that in with a beauty blender and then I set it with Laura Mercier powder. I then take my F50 and just wipe away all the excess powder. I'm laughing because I was watching a video while I was making this tutorial. Then take my Hoola bronzer by Benefit and my F40 and I just place that on my cheekbones, my temples, and underneath my neck to get a nice jawline. I then take my F15 and my Urban Decay blush in Fetish and I just put it on my cheekbones and I work it a little bit towards my temple to give it a nice gradient look because I don't like the clown cheekbone look. I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Gleam Glow Kit and I take Crushed Pearl on a F90 and I just put that on my cheekbones to get a really nice glow. I take my Hoola bronzer again on a P82 to contour the sides of my nose to make them look more slim. I also put a little line in the middle of my nose to create a little illusion of a button nose. I take MAC's False Lashes Mascara in black and I put that all over my eyelashes to give my false lashes something to stick to. Today I'm going to be using the Ardell Glamour lashes. Then taking the color Mocha and a E30 brush, I'm just putting that underneath my waterline to give it a little smokier look underneath the eye, or else it looks really plain. Then I'm taking the color 13 from the Naked Urban Decay Smokey palette, and I'm just putting that in the inner corner of my eyes to give it a nice highlight. I'm using an Urban Decay brush that came with the Alice through the Looking Glass palette. Then I take my Tweezerman tweezers and I put some dual lash glue on my lashes. I blow it so that the glue can get a little bit tacky. I do let the glue sit on my little metal dish for it to get tacky before placing it on my eyelash. I use the tweezers to set down my lashes, and then I adjust the lashes with my fingers. I use the back of the Tweezerman tweezers to just press the lashes into my lash line. Now I take the mascara again and I just use that to blend in my natural lashes with the false lashes. And I also put it on my bottom lashes. Then I'm taking the NYX Butter Gloss in Toasted Marshmallow and putting that all over my lips. If I would have done this again, I would have used MAC Soar lip liner just for it to be easier, because this was really hard for me to work with. It's super sticky, it's super messy. I was using Sigma's LO5 to help it get into the corners of my lips. At this point, I was really regretting my decision on using lip gloss. I absolutely hate lip gloss, but I thought I'd give it a try. But I was very disappointed on how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and maybe subscribe to check out my future videos and more makeup tutorials like this. Bye, guys. With my E65.
Little girl, watching her reflection.
And I draw the basic outline of my eyebrow.
As she parts her curls into 4 sections, she says, I don't look